That's pretty funny, Will. I'll give you that. It's pretty funny. Now, I think you know why Chewie became the call sign. There's no disabled lobbies. I guess we could just be in the mood for enabled. Not really. Nah, what the hell. Astral. Yeah, whatever, we'll do this. Chewie McNusick. That's how it's pronounced. McNusick, right? We'll grab the SM. You employ them defensive countermeasures. Happy birthday, dude. Happy 40th. Oh, man. You gotta go to the gas station and get you a 40. Ah, he pitched it already. I just double pop. Yes, I did. Two minutes remaining. That's why we have the music going. Well then. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of these HPAAs right now. I'm just not making them work. I'm exercising, yes, the Ruski planes because, well, because I want to better understand them. Jeez Louise, just give me the free missile snacks, buddy. Yep. We're terrible. I just want to be able to better understand them, have an understanding that's more personal as opposed to seeing what others do with them and only having a limited understanding for them. Because what pilots will do with a plane may not be what I can do with that plane. And so having... okay, case in point, like when I go up against Hornets and F-35, I know that plane. I know what they can do. I know what they can't do. I know their weakness. I know their strengths. I know what not to give them and what to give them. And in Mike's going up against those, it was a little hint of Australian there. Mike's giving those. It makes going up against those planes a lot easier because what I just said, you understand what you're up against. Whereas when I'm going up against the Sukhois, I don't have a finite understanding of them. Rather, I'm used to what I'm used to. And then when somebody who is more experienced with, say, the Sukhoi 30SM, Sukhoi 37, and the Sukhoi 35S, it's almost like life is like a box of chocolate in that regard, because it's like, well, now I don't know what I'm up against because, this guy over here flying the Sukhoi might be on this level, but this guy on the Sukhoi is on this level. So you get acclimated to this level. You're always going to get acclimated to this level first, right? Because they're the easiest one to blow up. And then when you get stuck going against this guy, it's like, oh, wait a minute, he just did this weird thing. What am I gonna, I want to better understand the plane. That's really what it boils down to. I mean, now I could just hop on my Hornet or my F-35 and just destroy things, but I don't want to do that right now. Actually, I kind of do. I always do. I always want to be on these planes, man. Yeah. I made a TGM, but I still haven't flown it yet. It's just kind of there. But these are the two Sukhois that I flew and found that I enjoyed the most. So. Oh, I know why I was having a hard time. I got these built up for Sidewinders. Hold on. No Russian. Please stop spamming. Oh, my vision is not seeing these little letters. About to hit the local grass shop for 1 cent B-Day joint. There you go. Don't get your bungee smugglers in a twist. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so you do get it. Dude, yeah, but I wasn't feeling that. Okay, in 2 seconds, I'm going to go to another lobby. I like Astral. I like a lot of these dudes a lot, but this whole, like, hanging out and not flying and what do they... Okay. No big deal. Moving on. Frustrating, man. That's just frustrating. Let's see. Let's go here. It's frustrating. And I know you understand where I'm coming from with that. It's like, yo, I want to... this isn't a good lobby. No. Host is already in the hangar. You got one dude sitting purple. Ha. Insanity's out lurking. Nobody wants to play with a cheater. Let's see. Let's go here. Oh, man. There's no rest for the wicked, dude. Right on. I literally just said that before I even read your comment. Yeah, the only time I get to play is like when it's already in progress. Otherwise, it's you're sitting here and it's like match is already in, but it's not going to let me fly. I don't know. We'll find something. Do. Let's see. Did they sortie yet? Nah, they didn't. 2,000 enabled. I don't even have a plane for that. I reckon I could squeeze something in for it. Do. Might just start my own room. If I'm gonna sit here and wait, might as well just plant the flower and let it grow. So yeah, yeah, flown a little bit with the 30 and the 37. I don't know which one I like better, to be honest. They're both really cool and capable, and it's so far what I've like eye opened or was revealed to with these planes is they're worlds better than what I'm used to flying. It's absolutely preposterous, repulsive, and disgusting how advantageous these planes are over any of the American planes. Your best shot at being on equal plane is the F-22, and even that plane, by comparison, is severely lacking. The only thing you have going for you is the QAM missiles, or the AIM-9X, if you will. It's wretched the way this game was designed. It's disheartening and really a disservice. Like, I feel like the only people that really play this game at this point are people that like the Sukhois. Like all the American Chads out here that like the cool stuff, you know, were severely disadvantaged. We do have the FA-18E TGM, but pardon me for not wanting to fly around in Maverick's plane. It's a little too corny for me. I don't know. Like Top Gun pasted on the side of my plane doesn't exactly make me feel good about life. Not even in the least bit. Oh, good. delicious. Which one? Atlas French? Seitaki. Ah. Okay. I guess we can do it up. Gonna go ahead and turn off laser beams, so. Okay, good. He's already got it set up. Well. Where is it? Ah, it doesn't matter. Let's go. Alright. I saw that with Supercar Blondie. They did a race, right? And I think it was a Sukhoi RC model plane. That's something I'd honestly like to get into, but I don't. When you find out how much it is to buy one of those mock model engines, turbojet fan engines, and you realize that one of those costs literally more than my car, it's like, oh, well, not doing that. Alright, I'm back. Sheesh. Missile accuracy. I gotta put lock speed on. I'm disadvantaged. She's got lock speed and I do not. So I need a window of opportunity to fire, and he can just fire. They do. They use actual jet fuel. I watched a whole breakdown on it because I thought like, hey, that's something I want to get into. I can't even afford that, man. Dun 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 dun. I actually hope he sticks around because I want to swap that out because that is a huge disadvantage. Lock on speed. Man, I don't know either, but it's one of those things too. Like I've caught on with post stalling with Jay. Like we'll see the same things happen to each of us, where like we'll get gun hits, and it's like that doesn't look like a gun hit. So there is a awkward physics in the game that we have yet to understand and figure out. Nice. But this is why I want to understand these planes better. This is why I want to fly them. Ah! Well, I swapped out one armament part so that I could have lock-on speed, because I immediately recognized that's what he's using. And it makes sense with how rapid these planes are with the roll. There's little windows of opportunity to fire missiles. Ah, didn't get to it quickly enough. You get smaller windows of opportunity to fire off a missile, and without lock-on speed. You have to open yourself up by maintaining like too long of a nose signature, which kind of sets you up for being hit. So I went with lock-on speed. I don't know. I'm not smoking anything. I looped into that missile. Wow. That Sidewinder just kind of hung out there, waited for me to come around. Oh, man. The gun accuracy is impeccable. He knows these planes, man. He knows their timing. He knows their energy.
Combat time's up. Don't give a performance like that again.
Fired the most machine gun rounds. I did. I do like the 30 SM. I think I have one set up, but I gotta swap. Do. Oh, I didn't change the nickname on this. I think I know who you're talking about. Ruski?
This is AWACS Windmaker.
He doesn't stick around for his beatings,
Clear to engage. Take
which is an unfortunate thing.
your call sign is Bravo 1.
It's unfortunate because that's how you learn.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Near. Maybe not. Maybe not. I considered it like a training day kind of thing, man. You know, it was the original obsession, if you want to call it that. It was more like directional goal, if you will, where it's like, yeah, look at these guys. I can do that too, you know. That's what's gotten me this far.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear target. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Bravo 1.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile. Missile.
Oh, it's out. Looper. Oh.
Combat time's up. Don't give a performance like that again.
I don't even understand that. Oh. Roger that. Let's see. E. Yeah, why not? I did want to try this out without the specific part.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Alpha 1.
Is it ridiculous that I know how to fly this plane better? I don't know.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. 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 Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution.
The accuracy there.
1 minute remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Combat time's up. Don't give a performance like that again.
Oh man. So it did feel pretty decent without having the additional body part. So we will give it a go. Let's see what lobbies are out there. Nobody runs disabled, man. So weird. You know, because all things, right, when you're changing your builds up, it's really in theory, and then when you take it into practice, that's when the realization comes about where you're like, oh, you know what? I want this. Right. Yeah, Captain Ukraine over here.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Missile. 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 Missile.
Jay was always right about it, man. Always right about it. Those mics are firing off, man. I wonder what they're talking about. You gotta hit him with the chair. Everybody target the arc. Oh, just beat him out, man. Just kick him out. Oh boy. I wouldn't even sortie with him in here at that point. If he sat on purple that long, the maximum duration, clearly the dude is AFK. He did not sign on to play Ace Combat today. As I said, he did not sign on to play Ace Combat today.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Lima 1.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Box 3. Minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. Missile.
Careful, enemy launch.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Box 2. Minutes remaining. Ranking and
Missile. 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 Missile.
I called it, man. I said it. Everybody target the arc. That's what's going on here.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Good job, guys. Good job. It's so corny, man, playing like that. That was weird. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo. Boop-boop-a-doop-a-doo. You can tell. It's one of those like things where like you just know. Delta and others happy about that. Oh, hell no. He's gonna let all those people play with, like, bad internet, dude. No way. That was two people with red bars. Like, what are you doing, man? You're the host. Act right. Wing clipper. Nah, hell no. When you got people, first of all, the number one problem when people have subpar connection, you're going to run into and you're going to find commonly, is everyone else can't join. That's the number one. Number two, which arguably is number one, is you're now violating the integrity of your lobby by allowing people to glitch and lag around the whole map, looking like crazy Sams. It's not acceptable. It's not okay. Not good hosting policy whatsoever. You got people in your lobby like that, guaranteed if I tried to join on them right now, it wouldn't even let me. It would do the loading, and then tell me unable to join. You don't let people in your lobby like that. If they don't have the internet connection quality to be playing this game, then you don't need to be letting them in your lobby. It's just that simple. It's not to be elitist. It's not to be mean. It's literally, this is a game that's based off of peer-to-peer. You just can't You can't ever accept that. You can't allow it. All you do is you open up your lobbies for problems. And those problems, like I said, they're not limited to, but also very much so include things like ghost missiles, getting blown up by things you didn't even know were targeting you, people glitching around, you're chasing a bandit that's like blink, 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 blink. Yeah, it's no good, man. Nobody has fun with that. Nobody. And not even that, but the people that you're playing against, they're not even having fun because they're getting blown up. They don't even understand why they're getting blown up. How I would know that is being on the receiving end of that. Like when I had first got the PS5 and was playing, like for whatever reasons, my connection, even though it was super good for this game, it was a problem. Now they had issued an update to fix that, and everything has been good since then. But I got a little taste of being the one with bad connection. It's no fun, man. It really is no fun. Oh man, I just want to fly. Just want to fly. Don't have the patience to wait to load up a lobby. Let's see what's going on in the DGAF world. The lobby is full. Let's see. Looks like a good lobby. Definitely will be hard to secure wins here, but it looks like a good lobby. I might pull out the F-35. Might. I don't know. I know we're going to be up against Wiener Beamers, so it's not a good idea. I picked the F-A-18 at the very last lick of time. Hopefully I got it. Otherwise we're flying the... I don't even know what we're flying now. It's either going to be the F-35C or we're going to be flying the F-A-18E. Hopefully we got the E in there. But I'll go either way. No big deal. No big deal. Wow, look at that. We're flying the F-35. There's one Wiener Beamer. That's great. Picked up an F-22 right away. I mean, sure. I guess. Oh my gosh, dude. So I stopped flying with these guys. Oh, it's okay, man. It takes skill to fly those, man. Nope, really doesn't.
Missile. 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 Fall warning. Missile. 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 Fall warning. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Don't let me blow up the XO2 or anything.
Missile. 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 Missile.
The hell away from me, buddy. I had a winking thought in my mind that was like, EML. Turn onto him, lock up, and sure the S, there he is looking for me. F-22. Right. Always joy to see one of those win. Do come back. Not being sarcastic. I can't stand F-22s, man. That's crazy. Huh? Looking at this video, it's so hot in Texas right now. The roads melt the tires. That's pretty crazy. I'll probably stick with the F-35 just because, like, I was enjoying that. But I don't have time to do it right now. But I think there's two offensive parts I want to swap around. It's a minor difference. I don't know if it's not exactly going to change anything completely, but I do feel like it would have been a difference between it, okay, so it would change things completely. But I do believe that those two parts being swapped out would have been the difference between a win and a loss, because more damage is equates to more points gained, and having lesser damage on the sidewinders and more damage on the AMRAAMs versus if I had more damage on sidewinders and less damage on the AMRAAMs probably would have resulted in a victory. But I can't really say that indefinitely because the AMRAAMs were giving me cleanup kills. So
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
quams, bro. Okay. Oh, you lost last game. I'm gonna pull out the 80F11 with quams. That's what that is, man. That's what that is.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Oh, come on. Everything's going cold on me out here. How am I supposed to blow things up? Oh, yeah. I mean, sure. I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him. Skiller, grab an overpowered plane with qualms. I seen it. Seen it on that radar, but we can't all be so weird.
Combat time's up. You've still got
Eh.
to learn.
See any of them do that with an F-18E. Qualms and superplanes that don't exist, you know? That was a mambo jumbo of two words. Exist and realist. Realistic. That's how it is in these lobbies, though, man. That's why we seldom come around anymore. Come in, beat them up. Oh no, no, no! We're gonna swap to super planes with laser beams and qualms. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. That was fun. It was fun the first round when we were playing honest planes to have fun. Oh, a disabled lobby. That's why we stick to the disabled lobbies, man. Disabled lobbies keep the skies honest, you know, like there's the people that hide behind ordnance that carries their weight around, and then there's the pilots that don't care for that and want to show off the fact that they know how to fly. That's the difference between the two.
Fox 2.
Okay. You're gonna run away now. Oh, I see. I see. You don't know what you're doing with that plane. Come on, man. All that plane and no pilot. He's even got his wingman, Shabiti Boy, over here, throwing rocks at me. There you go. Commit suicide, because you can't do it. That's alright. If and I don't get kicked out, they're gonna suffer next match. It's gonna be great. The great humbling is upon them. It's Body Boy and Freedom Mad. There we go. Don't leave. Sortie up, big guy. This is one of the dudes that Jay was talking about. I don't know if we meet again, dude. You gotta get one of your wingmen in here. Yeah, see what I mean? He don't want it. He wants a friend to hold his wing for him. Come here, man, hold my wing. I don't want to get beat too bad. It's only a worse beating when you have a wingman holding your wing. You know, if you get beat up and it's just you and the other guy, then it's like, alright, it is what it is. That sucks. But when you get beat up and you got a wingman holding your wing, let's do this. Private room is off. Take it easy on him. Bring out a Hornet. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. A lot of these guys, they're very, very shallow. You find that if you do join the Ace Combat community and you're like, hey, this looks like a game I want to get into, the need for speed of air combat.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Alpha 1.
Caution. Pull up.
Just fly around in a big circle.
Stall warning. Caution. Pull up.
He does not know how to fly that plane.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
Alpha 1, locked on.
Just delaying the inevitable.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Box 2. Locked on.
Missile.
1 minute remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile evaded.
Missile. Missile.
In gun range. Seconds remaining.
Missile. 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 Stall warning.
15 seconds.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Time's up. Mission was a success. You won.
Next lobby, man. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, alright, yeah. The absolute disrespect that is just astounding. Abysmal. Fly by yourselves. I don't have time for it. I mean, the sound reality of it is like, look, if you're going to play disabled, awesome. learn the ropes, learn your plane, sure. But if you don't know how to fly a plane, don't fly it. If you want to learn how to fly that plane, engage. Running around in a big circle, you might as well just fly an eagle. Like, had Freedom Mad flown an F-15E, he would have had a tremendously larger window of opportunity to possibly secure that win. Flying around in a Sukhoi 57, aka the TGM variant, so the 5th generation fighter, which is, in my opinion, the lesser of the two, but has the better ordnance, probably shouldn't fly it. Like, you're never gonna learn anything if you run away from the better bandit. You have to engage with them. You have to start figuring it out. You know, and it's not to be mean or be a bully. I'm just telling you like it is. If you're gonna play this game and you want to learn, that's fine. That's great. I think it's awesome. But you have to engage. You can't run around dropping chat emotes and not doing anything constructive. He could have simply taken his beating, possibly learned something, unlocked a knowledge he didn't have before, and a lot of that happens very often. You know, like, for example, taking the earlier stages of my broadcast when I was going up against him in a 1v1 with Seitaki, like, being new to the full stall planes and trying to get a grasping on them and their timing and their energy and all of these things, like, I was able to take something away from those fights by engaging with him. And that is that there is a timing in that post-stall loop. There is a window of opportunity. So one thing I learned very quickly is if you're going to engage in that kind of a fight with those kind of a planes, you have to have lock-on speed. That's a level up. That's a knowledge earned. That's something I didn't prior think would be necessary, but it clearly is necessary. Half the time rolling with Seitaki, we were constantly on top of each other. I mean, in the tightest knit rolls ever. And it very quickly became clear to me, like, yo, I need lock-on speed because I'm not getting a hot signature, and he's just destroying me with his missile locks because as soon as he sees me, he's able to fire free. Like, boom. That's a level up. That's a knowledge earned. That guy didn't get to learn anything because all he did was run away. It's unfortunate, but that's the difference. That's the difference. If you come into this game, just know you're not going to learn anything if all you're intending to do is run away. Don't run away. Don't run. Actually pick your fight. Take the fight. Even if you know you're going to lose that fight, it's okay. Like, just swallow the ego, shit it out, move on, fly forward, win your fights, lose your fights. You know, that's the soundest of advice I could give to anybody coming into Ace Combat. This guy, at that rate, isn't going to learn anything. And it really comes from the fact that he won that previous match, and he knew why he won that previous match. He knew it was corny. The other dude left. He didn't want anything to do with it. He wanted to call his buddy back in. His buddy didn't want to have anything to do with it. Because his buddy knows, like, you're setting up lobbies to wingman for each other and win based off of basic fighter maneuvers, I guess, like you're boom and zooming, lobbing missiles, and depending greatly on the turn rate of a high-speed plane. That's what they're going for. And there's nothing really wrong with that. I mean, if that's what you're going for, that's what you're going for. But when everybody else is like, oh crap, Ark's here, let's leave, we don't want this fight, and then you're like, let me stick around for it, you should try to learn something. It's not about being better. I mean, it is, but it's not about, a challenge of ego. Like, I don't care for that. Like, if anything, I'd like for him to learn something. And he's not going to learn anything doing that. That's ultimately what it comes down to. So why would I want these guys to learn something? Because I want challenges. I want to bump into people and be like, ah ha ha, we got a good fight going, you know, not bump into people and be like, huh, you're gonna run away and your wingman are gonna throw stones at me. Okay. You know, that it gets monotonous after a while. Now, do I think it's cool to wingman? Do I have a particular issue with it? It's frustrating for sure, but ultimately, no, I really don't. Like, if you're utilizing a technique with wingman and up with people, I think that's good. I don't see a problem with that. It's difficult being on the receiving end of it, but at the same time, it's a window of opportunity to develop and learn a new style of playing. Like, when you got to juggle two bandits who are clearly hot for teacher, you know, it works. You know, you got to figure it out. It's not impossible. Is it hard? Oh, absolutely. And I mean, skill is going to definitely play a huge factor into that. You know, if two pilots who are half your skill decide to wingman up on you, it's going to be a battle for the ages. If two pilots in that case who are not even a tenth of your skill want to team up on you, you're going to just absolutely eviscerate them, and they're not going to learn anything, and I didn't get anything from that either. You know what I got out of that? I wasted my time, and I kind of wished I wasn't in that lobby, you know. And that goes back to my point earlier about, it's not about, you know, beating somebody up and winning and being better than. It's about having fun and enjoying that time while you're doing it. And there's nothing enjoyable about what just transpired. It's like, dude, you ran away for a whole 4.5 minutes. You ran and had it's just that too. You had the audacity to say, fight me, at the beginning of the match. Or rather, no, he said engage, but I mean, it's another piloting linguistic way of saying fight me. Engage, fight. You know, you're calling the fight on, you're talking a big talk, and you did a whole lot of nothing impressive. You did what you could have done. You know, believe it or not, he actually would be more of a threat if he flew the MiG-21 BIS or the F-15E or the F-2A. Like, there's so many, or the Rafale even. Like, not even, but also the Rafale. Like, there's so many planes he could be flying and he could be better with if he wants to play that way. Ultimately, what I'm saying is that's a whole lot of plane that he doesn't know how to handle, and it shows. Might as well fly something else that'll benefit you. At least in the terms of flying a Rafale, the F-15E, the F-2, or the MiG-21 BIS. And there's a few others that fall into that as well. Like the MiG-31 isn't a bad choice either. You know, at least with those planes, you have a plane designed and built in this game, you know, programmed to do exactly what that guy's trying to do. The Su-57 is just not it. It's not it. It's a good option, sure, but he wasn't even doing that. Like, for example, like, I'll name shot a particular pilot, King of Tears. A lot of people at this point, King of Tears is pretty well known, and he's well known for taking the MiG-21 and dominating lobbies with it. And his technique is very straightforward, very simple. You know, he doesn't engage in a post-off fight, but he will engage with you nonetheless. And what he'll do is pancake flip his MiG-21 on a very oval flight path. He likes to engage in that one circle fight. No, the two circle. He likes to engage in a two circle pancake flipping oval path. So like what he'll do is, instead of being in a circle, he likes to narrow that circle and go out and in and out and in and out and in. And whatever relation you're in, he's just going to be your Saturn ring, if you will. And what he's doing is he's throwing missiles at you and he's trying to restrict you. He's trying to constrict like a snake and line you up for loopers, missiles that are still chasing waiting for you to make a wrong turn. And he's capitalizing on those. He's also capable of getting you on a nose-on-nose with a missile engagement. He's good at it. But that's an example of what this guy could have been doing and has yet to learn at. Let's see. If we can't find another lobby, which it doesn't look like we're going to, we'll hop into here. Anyways, the ultimate point is you're going to engage. You're going to call somebody out. Don't play like that. Do. What other advice would I give? There are players in this game that like to make things personal. Don't take it personally. They have that Call of Duty mentality, that get pooped on kid mentality. Ignore it. I'm telling you right now, ignore it. It's very common. I'm gonna say 7 times out of 8 you're gonna bump into people that are like that. 7 times out of 8 meaning for the 7 other players that are in your lobby, they're gonna be like that. You might, oh man, they're all leaving. Mark's in here. You might run into someone who's fine with it, who's cool. Make them your friend. Send them a friend request. Talk to them. Don't be like the outstanding amount of players in this game who are like mic shy. It's really unusual, but there's a lot of them. They're mic shy. Like, oh my god, I can't be on the mic. They'll hear my voice. It's weird. Like, don't be like that. Get on the mic, talk. And if you don't want to be recognized as a rookie, don't fire at the merge.
Call warning. Call warning. Missile. Call warning. Call warning. Missile. Call warning. Missile. Missile. Missile.
The first merge, like the opening match merge.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Now I'm picking up hints of wingmanning from Shoddy Boy and Omid, but that can be misconstrued.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Omid doesn't really quite like me. I had a run-in with him. He was being corny. And he got the boot for it. And he was like, why? naturally I just don't respond to that. I don't deal in rhetorical questions. You know why you got booted, but eh. Because there's pilots like that come into this game and they pick on the Nuggets. And they think they're so great. Like, oh, picking on the Nuggets. When you challenge them to a 1v1, they don't want it. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't want to be recognized. So, yeah. Take each pizza slice for what it is. Enjoy one at a time. It's definitely a common thing in this game. If you come into Ace Combat, you will find it to be a common thing. There are lots of egos. I've always been all about developing relationships and making friendships in this game. I've made many, many, many friends, and all through this game, you know. It's not about always winning, and it's certainly not a good thing to bully the Nuggets. Certainly go in there, let them see you, show them what you got. Don't go too hard on them. You know, I like to capitalize on their mistakes rather than just smear the skies with them. That's a good way to help them learn, you know. I learned that from, well, a real pilot, you could say. It's one of those things where, like, if you go in there and just dominate everybody, you know, you're gonna discourage them. You know, they're not gonna really want to be in it to win it. They're just gonna be like, nah, that's that, and they're gonna move on. When this game dropped the TGM update, TGM is Top Gun Maverick. It was a major influx of players that came into the game, and it was great. But a lot of them, and it's very easy to pick up on names and remember people because you typically running into the same names. One thing I've learned is, not learned, but one thing I understood when these people were coming in is like, oh, get on the mic, talk to them. Like, hey, I'm a cool guy. I'm just playing this game to play this game. And when you beat them up, they're more likely to be acceptable to that. You know, they don't just throw in the towel and run away.
This is AWACS Wingmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Lima 1.
Oh, I got nuggeted.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Careful, enemy locked on.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Seconds remaining.
Nickel. 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 Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
It's a success.
Stall warning.
The humbling sets in. But we're gonna call it here. I want to go eat, relax a little bit. Might come back. Depends. I was feeling like Skyrim, but my buddy was on earlier. So I wanted to do that. But yeah. I don't always show face, always don't show voice, but wanted to come on, do things a little differently, engage. These skies unknown, man, they are tricky. You know, the campaign does a really good job of giving you the placebo effect of being amazing, and then you get into multiplayer. I'll never forget when I first got into multiplayer and it was like, holy moly, this is not, it's a whole different animal, man, whole different animal. But with that, you know, If you're getting into ace combat, stick around. Don't give up. Take your beatings. Take your beatings. Don't be discouraged. Don't always assume the worst. It's a good time out here. There's there's plenty of dudes I fly with that just started playing that I got to meet, and they've come a long way, man. They don't. The key is to not just give up. But on that note, I'm out of here. Good night, y'all. Well, good afternoon.